Hello everyone and welcome back to the United Star. We are in third place and we have MUSCM out here and we have Karan and Abby. Guys, what do you all think? We are elated, we were lost for words, we had a lot to say, but what do you all think?
Dude, honestly, it feels amazing. I'm not sure if the viewers have also tuned into MUSCM Live, but there's this whole thing where after 2013, I always had my ringtone as a Champions League music, as my Champions League theme. After 2013, unfortunately, I had to remove it. It didn't come back on for long, but now it is back. And it's just that song does things to you, man. And it's just created something so honest. We're happy. I'm not gonna say this is the best moment, this, that, blah, 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 because United is bigger than just finishing third. But when you told me, if you would have told me in December we'll finish third, I'd be like, dude, hell yeah, give it to me right now. And no chance. But right now, it just feels brilliant to know that we're back in Champions League. I'm going to hear the music with United Associate. But the biggest asterisk to this is, I'm not wanting to go back to the Champions League just for the sake of being in the Champions League. Be there to compete for it. That's what United is. You know, I've kept saying this in our videos on whatever platform that it's about competing. It's not about just participating. At United, the pressure is not third, fourth. The pressure is winning the treble. When we were in '99, we had 3 games back to back. Premier League final was last day. FA Cup final was last day. Champions League final was last day. Those were 3 big days within a week, which United nailed. Right. So the pressure today is nothing compared to those, and that's what I want to see it back with. And this is a positive step there. And you know what, Champions League football is.
I think Karan, you've said it absolutely. Like, this is not what we dream for, but Abby, like, explain to the viewers why this is important in the context of the things and in the context of how the media wrote us off. ESPN even did that whole thing comparing us to relegation teams. We were supposed to finish mid-table. We were supposed to finish behind Spurs. Jose Mourinho was supposed to come in and turn Spurs around. Lampard is this god who we've never seen a tactician like him. What do you think about put it all into context for us?
What I love about your question is you answered it, man. Like you said it exactly the way it is, right? Everything you said is what I'm going to say. The media blew it up, everyone felt Lampard. So all I say is, you know, and this is making an extension to the larger context why we're so happy, right? At the end of the day, as United fans, as supporters of Manchester United, much like the All Blacks comes to rugby, when you think of it, we are our biggest competition. We are our own benchmark, right? So at the end of the day, there might be a lot of cynics who might look at this video later and say, hey, look at these United guys getting so excited about third place. No, sir, we're not happy about third place. We're happy that we now have a chance to go back to being who we are and where we belong, right? Because unlike an Arsenal, and I don't speak on behalf of them, obviously, but unlike an Arsenal or a Chelsea where, oh, we went to the Champions League, okay, let's see how this goes. The first thing I told Karan when we made Champions League today was, we have to win it. We have to absolutely win it. Yeah, that's where we are, man, as United fans.
The step in the right direction. Yes.
Exactly. This is the first step to us competing in the Champions League, and that is what we're excited about, where this team is going. And Vishesh, Ole is at the wheel. Do you think he's taking us? Do you think that car is driving in the right direction? And what are the positives?
Roshan, let me remind you, when the season started, I was Ole in and you were Ole out. Let me get clear out here. And same
also this
Ole out and Con was Ole in. So let's be clear out here. We were always behind Ole, Karan and I. So that's number one. Number two.
All 3 of us.
Okay, even Abby's in now. Okay, fine. The more people.
So he was Ole at one point. Huh? I'm just going to say.
I have tweeted #Ole out.
Several times.
I'm very much there.
So that being said, we're stepping in the right direction, right? Champions League next, and as they said, it's time to compete for the Premier League and for the Champions League. We can't take this lightly. We bring in the likes of Sancho. We pay whatever is needed for Grealish. I don't care. This side now needs to move, 2 steps ahead rather than taking a step behind. It's all on Ed Woodward now. He doesn't do it. I'm going to England and egging his house personally.
On that note, honestly, sorry, Prasham, you know what happened? Our performances have come after Ed Woodward's house was attacked. So Vishesh, that might not be a bad idea.
not that we recommend or we
We
don't
don't endorse
encourage
any of this
any sort of
behavior.
violence. We don't endorse any sort of that behavior. But today anything goes, right? Today is like the day we finished about Chelsea, and I think that's the most important thing, because when it all started, remember when we came back from the COVID situation, 14 points behind Leicester City. Who would have thought that we'd not only finish above Leicester City, but also above Chelsea, who, in my view, have blown it. In all honesty, if I was Chelsea right now, I'd be pissed that I'm not in that third position.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
More so for Leicester, man. More so for
yeah.
Leicester. And I don't think, I think they get the underdog bias a little too much. But if I was Brendan Rodgers, right, and if let's say Leicester were the Liverpool from, let's say, 2015, so it's not the Liverpool from the last 2 or 3 years, he'd be under a lot of fire for this, man, for losing out of Champions League and for getting out and given the position that they were in. So, yes, maybe I'm giving too much respect, but at the end of the day, they are Premier League champions. They're tied on Liverpool with 1 Premier League trophy, Leicester City. So, I think Brendan Rodgers has really bottled this too. But you know what? I'm not here to talk about Rodgers. I couldn't give a shit about
Abby, what you mean to say is Brendan Rodgers has slipped up once again.
Yeah, I'm going to actually add. I'm actually going to add to that point, because there's a friend of mine who said, dude, I was talking to my Liverpool friend the other day, and you know what? He told me, bro, don't worry about it. I've been a Liverpool fan. Brendan Rodgers is going to bottle this. And that comes with him. And okay, I mean, we're going to move on from Leicester, but I just want to add that on that note, it just seems.
Of course. Vishesh, I just want to ask you, if I ask you about Lingard's goal, will you break out into another dance?
Oh, no, not now. You can go see the other video if you
Come
want.
Come on.
Give us the dance.
Vishesh, give us the come on. Let's see it.
Not some you join. Let's have everyone dances then.
Come on, you do it, I'll do it. You do it, I'll do it. I
Lingard!
Dude, 1 million I did do a selling price.
Easily. Lingardino, bro. Lingardino.
Yeah, 1 million one.
The way Ed Woodward works, he'll probably give him a contract with 500,000 wages now.
No, do not. We're not discussing such negative things, please. No, Prasham, I will not have it.
Okay,
I'm on your chat, but I will not have it.
let me bring it back to a little bit. What is the biggest positive we can take out, not from just the result, but like from since COVID, that obviously we're in third place and that's the biggest thing. But what is the biggest positive since then that we can take since that team is transformed?
We haven't
defense.
We haven't lost a game since COVID.
Yeah. In the Premier League, yes. We lost the FA Cup game, but we're 14 games unbeaten in the Premier League. For me, the point is defense. I brought this up earlier in one of our other chats. From last year to now, we've conceded 18 goals fewer. The number of goals scored is just one more, but we've conceded 18 fewer. And I think that is massive. Yes, today there were nervy moments, but I don't think there were massive defensive lapses as such. There were a couple of years there, but on a whole, if you see the progress, even from say November, December to now, this is finally a team that can, and don't forget, this is without our first choice left back and all of that, right? Yeah. So for me, our defense is the biggest one in this. I think the big one that we have to still, get is the mentality.
Yeah.
Going into games where, Southampton, West Ham, when we had the chance, we didn't take it. Even today, we look shaky at times. Yeah. And because Leicester were also under pressure, it played into our hand. Defense is more for me, but I think mentality needs to be improved.
That was exactly my point. For me, the biggest catalyst for me is just as United fans watching every game. I think there's been quite a sizable mentality change in the way that we've started coaching games. I remember that before we signed Bruno, any game we went into, whether it was West Ham home, whether it was Leicester away, whether it was Chelsea at home or away, the mentality was, shit, man, we really have to grind to get a result. After we signed Bruno and after the restart, I went into every game as a United fan thinking, we have to win this game. We absolutely will win this game. That mentality as a United fan for almost 20 years now, for me, that is the biggest change, right? Because it feels so good now to go back to a state of mind where every game is, hey, you know what, it's going to be a goal fest. For me, that was the catalyst.
Like, I completely agree. If you remember all the videos we shot, Prasham, I was always the one saying I'm scared that, we'll draw this game and the inconsistency will be back. But that's something that's changed since Bruno's coming and post-lockdown. we've been really consistent. Even though the performances are shit at times, we've been consistent when it comes to the back and when we're scoring goals.
Yeah, I'm
You know
gonna
what?
on that note. Sorry, Prashant. I'm just gonna say for whoever's watched our videos, it's gonna be harping on the same thing from me. But what matters is the days when you are terrible, but you can still get that 3 points. Is what makes you a champion. Not everyone can perform on their good day, but to get the 3 points on your bad day is what makes you a champion.
You know, Karan, I just want to add on to what you were saying about the defense. We are the third best defense in the league. Liverpool conceded 33, City conceded 35, we've conceded 36. So it's not like in terms of defense as well, we're the third best on in terms of the table as well. So I think that's
We're
great.
the highest number of clean sheets in Europe because the French league ended earlier. PSG were ahead of us, but because the French league ended earlier, we are now the highest number of clean sheets in Europe, which is massive in the top 5 leagues in Europe, which is massive, man. Like, who on the start of the season you told me that, I'm like, dude, who are you kidding?
Right. So just to wrap this up, a final thought on a one word on how excited are we to be in the Champions League and to finish third, not fourth.
Ecstatic. Deliverance is the word, I think.
Excited is my thing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just excited.
Vishesh?
Bro, ecstatic, bro. I'm ecstatic.
So, guys, you all have heard it. Excited, ecstatic, looking forward to it. This is the first step into winning that Champions League. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thank you, MUSCM Mumbai. You all are doing some great work. And always.
And United Star. Big shout out to United Star. You guys are doing some incredible stuff, man. Big shout out to you guys.
Thank you. It's our love to United that unites us well. So, subscribe to the channel. Watch out for more content. And glory, Man United. We are back in the Champions League, guys.
Come on, you Reds.